Hi viewers, welcome to all. Here we are discuss about your project Reloop, a resistive RAM-based linear first-order partial differential equation solver. In this paper, present a von Neumann-based system to address an energy barrier when moving data between a memory and a processing unit. The barrier is removed via in-memory computing resistive RAM based in memory computing has been investigated for data intensive applications like as a artificial neural network and matrix vector multiplications, which are considered soft workloads in which performance is more essential than correctness. Accuracy seems to be a determining component in challenging activities such as the partial differential equations. In this short method, we offer Reloop, a completely resistive RAM crossbar based in-memory computing that solves PDEs with 97% of accuracy using the Runge-Kutta numerical technique. The reloop extends the solution functioning range by using shifter to shift input data to output data. The reloop range of operations and the precisions may increases by programming other resistive random access memory on the bit line with fine-grained step sizes. When compared to software-based PDE solvers, in this proposed work to design an overview of the reloop architecture using differential low noise amplifier at 45 nanometer and 65 nanometer CMOS technology and compare all the parameters in terms of area, delay and power. Now we can verify the base paper. This is a base paper abstract and this is the overview of reloop architecture. Okay, so in this architecture they are given a three different input. Okay, one is a memory input, another one is a input and another one is a VDD divided by 2. Okay, here you can check the multiplexer based architecture. Okay, so here they are given a selection line for 0 0 equal to memory and 0 1 equal to input and 1 0 or 1 1 equal to VDD divided by 2. Here they are given input voltage is 1.8 volt and the VDD divided by 2 voltage is 0.9. Okay, so as per this selection process, the multiplexer will select the data and it will be given the output to the bit line 0 to bit line M. Okay, as per the right line input, the data will be stored into the memory and it will be retrieved by the Q and Q bar from the SRAM architecture. Okay, this SRAM architectures we are used this reference paper low power near threshold 10T SRAM bit cells. Okay, so here we are used this architecture. Okay, 60 SRAM and 80 SRAMs. Okay, here we are design a 60 SRAM to read and write operations from this memory architecture. Okay, and this operation amplifier we are used as a reference from this paper. Okay, highly linear low power wireless RF receiver for WSN. Okay, here they are used as a differential implementation of proposed transconductance LNA. Okay, low noise amplifier. This operation amplifiers we are used on this architectures. Okay, after this right line and the memory readed output will be given into this operation amplifier and it will be taken as a output of 2 majority. Okay, this is a output. Okay, from ADC and from comparator. Okay, and we are design this architectures in Tanner area tool at 45 nanometer and 65 nanometer CMOS technology. Okay, we can show the output. Okay, this is a reloop architectures. Here we are given memory input, data input and VDD divided by 2 and S0 S1 right line 0 to right line 3. Okay, here we are used the memory architecture is 4 cross 4. Okay, so this is a memory architecture. This is a 4 cross 4 memory architectures only we are used. This is a memory. Okay, and this is a complete architecture. Okay, so initially we are taken the input clock input memory S0 S1 and VDD divided by 2. Okay, it will be loaded into this architecture. This is a multiplexer. Okay, and this is a inverter. Okay, so once the data will be loaded into the multiplexer will provide the data, okay, to the memory and right line given separately. Okay, and after this output memory output we are given the data to operation amplifier. Okay, this is the operation amplifier circuit. Okay, and we have taken the operation amplifier output on here. Okay, and we have checked it the simulation process. Okay, so here you can check the clock input and M0 M1 M2 M3, these are the outputs and memory input and Q12 bitwise output and selection process. Okay, so S0 and S1. Okay, so you can check it. Okay, and so this is a netlist coding for reloop method. Okay, and you can check also the area and power consumptions for this reloop method. Okay, here MOSFET will take 232 and power will take 4.6988 e power minus 5 volt, and delay will take 299.642 nanoseconds. Okay, and design a comparisons for this method reloop architectures. Okay, here we are designing a 65 nanometer and 45 nanometer method. Okay, the proposed reloop method. Okay, so here you can check the comparisons 65 nanometer and 45 nanometer. We have taken separate comparison for multiplexer and SRAM 60 operation. Okay, so here you can verify the test bench for multiplexers. Okay, and test bench for SRAM. Okay, it's a 60 SRAM, 1 bit SRAM only. Okay, and okay, so this is a comparisons for multiplexes and 60 SRAM, and this is a comparisons analysis chart. Okay, for 65 nanometer and 45 nanometer CMOS technology, and we are written abstract document for this project. This is a base paper abstract enhancement of this project, proposed title and proposed abstract, existing system, disadvantages, proposed systems, reloop methodologies, related notes, advantages, literature survey, finally references. Okay, thank you.
If you need more video related with VLSI projects implementation, please like and subscribe this channel.